Well, hello, my friends. Those of you that were with us on Friday, I have some news for you, and that is I'm still waiting. Waiting on my daughter to give birth to our granddaughter. Well, today I want to talk to you about waiting and also laughter in the waiting, and that is it's the story of Abraham. God telling Abraham he's going to have a child. And Abraham, if you read the story in the book of Genesis, you'll see that he was pretty old, and so Sarah offered her servant girl Hagar, and that's not the plan of God. It wasn't God's plan to have a child by Hagar, but he did. But later on, now he is very old. In chapter number 17 of Genesis, it says this, that Abraham, after being told he's going to have another child, that Abraham fell on his face and laughed and said in his heart, shall a child be born unto him who is 100 years old? He laughed. Now, there are some that believe that this was a laughter of joy. It was a laughter of faith, and very possibly could be. But we know that in chapter 18, when Sarah was given the news, Sarah being 90 years old, that she had a laugh of unbelief. It says here in verse 12, therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I am waxed old, shall I have pleasure, my Lord, being old also? So there's a laughter of faith, shall I say, and belief and joy, and a laughter of unbelief. We laugh a lot in this life. God created us to have that emotion about us. We laugh at jokes. We laugh at what some people do, what we do sometimes ourselves. And different people have different kinds of laughs. Some are cackles, some are quiet, some are very loud and boisterous. And you can tell when somebody laughs, maybe you've learned their laugh. But the bottom line is that I believe God wants to make us laugh, but he wants us to laugh in the positive. He wants us to laugh, and he'll do things to make us laugh with joy. That's what he wants us to have, the joy of the Lord. And but too often we laugh a mockery laugh, so to speak, like Sarah. No, we don't believe it. But you know what? There was a baby born. His name was Isaac, and Isaac's name meant laughter. And friends, that's what God wants to give us. He wants to give us laughter, joy. He wants to give us happiness. Even in the midst of things that looks impossible, he will give us that laughter. So I encourage you, laugh with joy. Don't laugh with unbelief. What's your laugh today? God bless. Look forward to see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.